Hello everybody, welcome back. This is the conclusion of this three-part series where we're looking at these weird anomalies I discovered at a site in Terra Cimmeria. In this one we're looking at what I call odds and ends, things that I didn't cover in part 1 and 2. The photograph is called Monitoring Dust Devil Tracks in Terra Cimmeria, acquired on the 29th of October 2020 at 24.8 centimeters per pixel. I'm showing images are cropped from the JP2 black and white map projected file. There's a look at the low-res black and white, and the anomalies are scattered throughout this rather flat, windy terrain by the looks of it. Located in Terra Cimmeria, the southern mid-latitudes of Mars, and at the time of this video, this HiRISE photograph had not been loaded to Google Earth Mars yet. The site is roughly located 64 degrees, 22 minutes south, 157 degrees, 58 minutes east. Just a quick summary, this is what I showed you in part 1. These are some of the highlights. Showed you this weird disk with this part in the center that follows the same curvature as the larger disk. Strange triangular object. It looks very much like some type of craft. The wishbone artifact, and it seems to be next to a hole. I wonder if that there was some type of hoisting system. And then a lot of these monolithic or obelisk type anomalies. Check it, the similarity between all of those guys. There's one on top of a larger piece with a round base structure to it. And then the long narrow shards or pipes, don't know what these are folks, so very similar in size and shape, and it looks as if there's an opening in the surface here with this one spanning that gap. And then in part 2, this weird disc-shaped part, and it's got a raised area in the center over there. Check out the rectangular raised part there in the center. Looks very much like metallic debris or wreckage maybe. And then this disc embedded in the surface, and it's got a small object there near the center of the disc. And then similar blocks, and we start from small, medium to large, and the largest one has the typical protrusion or knob on it. This one over here has got a strange weird part sticking over the edge over there, and then that block over there. Check out the right angles, guys. And then the rectangular blocks or slabs, very similar in size and shape as well. And then the blocks with these bevels cut onto them. This one over here is parallel to the one side. Look at the right angles, guys. This here might even be a piece that's sticking out of that block over there. And then found a couple of these on Mars as well, these larger blocks with smaller parts that seem to fit into those gaps. Check it, the right angles there folks. And then the smaller parts on the larger base structures. There's another block lying here to the left of this strange sort of a rounded block. First anomaly in part 3, we've got a partial disc over here. It's about 14 to 15 meters in diameter, and I've shown you guys many of these on Mars. Check out the perfect arc to it over there. Another disc-shaped anomaly here folks, about 8 meters across. If we take a close-up look, we can see the perfect rounded side there, and it's got these two flat sides to it. It's a weird anomaly, that. There's another disc-shaped anomaly, folks, also about the same size, and it's also got a perfect rounded edge to it, and then in its center this dome feature. Crescent shaped object over here. This is huge, folks. It's about 18 meters across, and it's embedded in the surface. Check out the crescent design to it, and then it seems to also have a raised area here in the center. This disc-like anomaly is 12 meters in diameter, and it's also got a rounded edge. Check that out, folks. A raised part there in the center. It's also got these two parts sticking out the edge of that disc. Don't know what these are, folks, and check out this one. This one's covered in sand and dust, and this one side sticking out, and this whole piece has about 18 meters across. Check out the symmetry and geometry in this, and it seems to have a flat side over here, almost like a tombstone shaped object. Not that it is one, folks, it's got that shape over. And then that hole, this is about 8 meters in diameter, and it's got a small part inside it, and these parts might have covered that hole. They look like they could be sheet metal, very thin parts. Who knows what's going on here, folks? Six-sided object, found many of these on Mars as well. Each side is about 6 meters long. Now check that out. The two equal angles on this one side over here. And it's covered in sand and dust. This is a weird sculpted piece, perhaps, or maybe it's some type of debris or wreckage. Maybe a piece of metal. And that there's about 14 meters long. Get the L shape to it. And it's got this strange part on the left, slightly curved as well. Could this be some type of structure, perhaps? Look at the openings over here. Equal size as well. This strange part over here in the center of this image is about 18 meters long, and it's got a strange shape to it. It looks almost as if it's been molded or sculpted. And then it's got right angles over here. Not sure what to make of that. And then this strange part. It's about 18 meters in length. It's lying next to these megalithic blocks or slabs. Check out the sharp edge over here. I wonder if it's some type of sheet metal again. Rounded part at the back, and then this raised part in the center. And then more of these objects. This one over here is about 15 meters across, and also it looks as if it's made out of some type of metal. The bend to it, 90-degree angle over here. Then it's got a raised dome-like part here on top of it. I've seen so many of these on Mars with the rounded shape. two more pieces. This one over here is about 12 meters across. And then it's also got another one of those there. Check it, the rounded shape, round corner. This one's got a rounded shape as well. So what the heck is this? Doesn't look like boulders or rocks at all. Another disc. This one's about 6 meters in diameter, next to this strange part over here to the left. The small part on the top is about 8 meters across. This also seems to have some symmetry and geometry to it, this bottom part. And then this looks like some type of wreckage lying on top. I don't know what that is, guys. Quarter disc-shaped object. This piece is about 12 meters across. Get the rounded side. And then this raised portion on the top. It's almost like a wedge-shaped object lying on top of it. This piece over here is weird. It's got a very jagged edge to it. And on top of this part, we've got another small object. This whole piece over here is about 20 meters across. Look at that strange edge to this thing. Also has a rounded shape over here. And then this in the center. Then we're looking at another block over here, folks. A right angle to it. This piece is about 14 meters long. Get the straight edges and the right angle. Another one of those tombstone shaped objects here to the left. A lot smaller than the one I showed previously. The multiple layers and right angles to this piece makes it stick out like a sore thumb. That part is about 10 meters long. Get the right angles over here. And then this piece sticking out of it. With a point as well. Looks like a small cube. On top of it is this some type of wreckage. Another round object over here, folks. This piece is about 10 meters across. Get the strange parts lying around it. Got right angles to these. And then this small part in the center of this rounded object. What is it with these rounded objects? What are the chances of finding all these discs in the same area as we find these blocks with right angles to them? This looks highly artificial as well, with the placement of that smaller part next to that bevel. This piece is about 12 meters across. Check this out. It's got a perfect arc to it. This looks like another piece of wreckage, folks. Possibly debris. That part is about 12 meters long. And it seems to be lying on top of a hole. There's another disc here to the right. Look at the irregular shape of this piece. Looks like ripped sheet metal. Alright, let's go down to that site and have a look at some of the other anomalies in that area. So it's located in this region, 65 degrees, 8 minutes south, 157 degrees, 57 minutes east. And the HiRISE photograph is not loaded on Google Earth Mars yet. So let's have a quick look at the anomalies, just for reference, so that you folks can see there are similarities and repeated patterns throughout this region. I think we're looking at evidence of massive destruction that happened here on Mars. Another rounded object there. Check the dome shape to this part. Another disc there, guys. Another half a disc. Check that out. Seen so many of these now. And then a last sight, just to end it all off. Got a small part right in the center of that oval piece. That straight edge on that part. Let's have a chat in the comments below and see if we can't get to the bottom of what we just checked out. There's so many similarities, symmetry and geometry, repeated trends and patterns. I think we're looking at intelligent design and obviously utter devastation on Mars. Thank you to everyone who supports my work and research. To my new subscribers, welcome on board. If you haven't subbed yet and you'd like to, click on the subscribe button, click on the bell, and then click on all. That way you'll know when I upload my next video. Take care, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.